Hey, what's up? Today we're going to talk a little bit about mastery challenges, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit, but just, trying to get other ideas done. And so I finally decided to get started on one of these. I'm just going to have basically, I'm trying to do a series on mastery challenges and then have tips for people to do them faster, things that have worked for me. And so one thing that I want to talk about a little bit before we start with these is that the first one usually you can re-roll. So if you don't like whatever mastery challenge you have for whatever reason, you can just re-roll that. And there's all these options to choose from. Some of them take longer than others. I will go into them as I go through mastery challenges, but I think that they're not all of them. Like for some reason, not all of them are here. I'm not sure. I need to verify this, but I think some of them might be gear specific. So I know that for katanas, there's one that's called Crow Killer, and that's actually one of the ones that I like a lot because it's only just going into something and killing five tengus. So yeah, I need to verify that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to point that out. So if you don't like the mastery challenge that you have on the first from 110 to 112, you can always re-roll that one. The second one, however, you cannot re-roll. So you'll see this one is locked, and this is usually the dismantle challenge. So whatever the piece of gear you're working on, it'll be that. So to dismantle that piece of gear, 5 is usually the number. So you can always bypass the challenge if you have enough purifieds or cursed gear tokens, or purified cursed gear tokens, or purifieds, however you want to call them. Um, but yeah, it might be worth your while if you're working on a build that needs to get done as soon as possible and you don't have the time. You can always just bypass as many as you need to if they are going to take a while. Um, But one thing that I've been, at least for me, I know it's all RNG, but I've been getting a lot more cursed gear, and I don't know if that's just my luck or since the last update they changed something to the drop rate. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind because currently I have enough that I could just bypass. Yeah, if I needed to, I could just bypass all the challenges and then just be done with um, my mastery for that piece of gear. But yeah, so for this one, I am going to do this first one, which is complete survival bonus objectives. And what I'm going to do is just go into 3 different survivals and complete the first objective because I'm doing these solo. And so if you're doing these solo like myself, I mean, obviously it's easier if you just go in with someone, you're already playing Nightmare or Gold or whatever you're playing. Um, you could just go in with your squad or with randoms, whatever. Although with randoms, sometimes it's difficult because they won't do objectives. So depending on the map, that might be tricky. But if you are doing these solo like I am, you can just go in, clear wave 0 and 1, and then just do the objective on wave 2 and then get out of there. So that's what I'm going to do. And for this one, I'm going to go to Aoi Village and do the perfect parry objective, which I don't even have a Rathus Origami Katana leveled up to 120, but I'm going to go to gold, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go, and for this one, it's important. I want to be able to kill each. I guess it doesn't matter really, because you still get the 3 counter strikes. So I just want to be able to kill everyone. So for this one, especially for this week's map, um, I again, you don't necessarily have to have all this counter damage, but yeah, it's just something fun to play with. Um, for more damage, it's just for me. Actually, it doesn't really matter because if you're doing survival this week, you probably have other things to prioritize to put in those slots. So yeah, to just disregard anything that I said about the stats on this. Um, and let's just go in and take a look. I actually don't need the blowgun for this. I can use that for headshots for a different one. So let's go in. Actually, I'll just go into gold. And yeah, I can only do it in gold actually. Because it's not the map this week. So yeah, I'll just go in wave 0 and 1 real quick and then just show you guys the objective being done. Alright, so it is wave 2. We're doing perfect parries. The reason that I got Surigami. Alright, so that's done. I'm just gonna back out. Alright, so for this next one, we're gonna go into Shores of Vengeance, and we're just gonna do ranged kills. So that was the build, techniques.
どの伝説をお聞きになりますかな。さすがの目利きですな。恩衆の際。
Alright, so see how we do. I don't even know where there is. Ranged attacks is the objective. They'll get in. That would be nice. Alright, so Cliff is lost. Concentrate on boat.
クロードの陣所が少しずつ破られる。
Alright. That's the objective. Gonna back out. Alright, so going for that last objective. Get rid of these guys. Alright, and for this one, you actually have to wipe out. So that's what we're gonna do. Because otherwise, for some reason, I thought you, which is why I didn't wipe the first 2 times, so I had to go back and do those over. But I guess I was remembering incorrectly, but I thought that you could actually just go in, do the objective, and
クロー
back
ドが
out.
残した
But
数
you
々
do
の
need
手
to
柄
wipe out. So
その一
now
つをお話ししましょ
we
う
got 3 of 3. And then what I was saying before, you can't re-roll these. You have to either bypass them or do them. So this one's usually pretty easy. I do have, yeah, 3 that I could dismantle, and then the rest I'll just have to wait for them to drop. But yeah, so that was the specific survival objectives for the mastery challenges, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.